Good afternoon. We're back here with TV. It's Wednesday morning. I'm working out my brother-in-law's knife sheath. I'm going to make a wooden carrying case for it. Right now I'm just working out the rough stuff of it. It's just another piece of hickory. And what you do, I haven't built one in a long time out of wood. And I try to make it lighter than you carrying these things all day. You don't want to put it heavy. But I'm going to grasp the worst of the wood off and try to square it up. And I'll see what I can do. Because it really don't take that much. All I have to do is chisel out one side of this hickory. Like for instance here, well, let me fix this. Today is the 10th day on Wednesday, I believe it's the 10th of 2013. I've been working on his knife for a little while. As you can see, I've already antiqued the handle with just a little fire. And I'll varnish it down. You don't have to, but I probably will varnish it all just to keep it looking good. And it'll turn water that way and keep the wood for a long time. I don't know if I've got any varnish, but I'll check on that in a minute. Let's see. Oh yeah, while I'm thinking of it, I'm going to be I've got a new deal for you, or trade we should say. If some of you can't afford my knives on there, I've been told that I'm a little high, but really I'm not. I can't go any cheaper on furniture steel. Steel's the most expensive part of building knives, machetes, and swords. And the wood, when you go to buying wood, it's hard to find good wood nowadays, but what I generally do on the wood is I use scrap wood if I have any. Like this right here, I'll have to do a lot of work grasping down to get it to where it would be good. And I tell you, I've got right now probably 12 hours already tied up just working on this knife and buffing it out. It ain't completely finished yet on the buffing, and but it is ready to use. It's usable. But what I was going to say is if some of y'all would like to have a knife made by me and you have your own steel, you know, your whatever kind of steel you want to use, and you send it to me, I can build you a knife at half price. But the shipping and the taxes will still be above the half price, of course. I can't pay for your shipping. It's not at half price. So anyway, just an idea or a thought. If you wanted a knife made like this one or any kind of knife that you like, this one here is the 20th century survival knife style. Pretty much. It's a little different than what mine was, but not much. It's pretty much the same, except mine was a quarter-inch tang, quarter-inch thick steel, where this is 3/16. Most of my knives probably will be 3/16 because I can't get quarter-inch steel all the time. But that's what I was going to say. If you have a lawnmower blade or carbon steel that you want a knife made out of, or stainless steel, whatever you have, whatever kind of steel you got, I can make those knives half price if you send your own steel and your wood for your handles and your little dowel rod for pins. For the pins, I can build you a pretty nice knife for half the price it would cost you to buy one of mine off of my blog. Just thought I'd mention that in case any of y'all are interested in having me do it that way. If you already have a lawnmower blade or your own steel, just ship it or mail it to me at 610 Hamilton Street, along with a cardboard copy of the knife you want made. That's what I'll make it like. If you got enough steel. you know, because you got to remember, you got to have some steel for your tang, which is your handle. Like this was 10 inches of steel, but let me go here. This was a full 10 inches from here to here, but 4 inches went into the handle, and as you can see, it was just a little short on that end. So I should have went a little bit longer on this knife for another inch or half inch at least. That would have given him a little more wooden handle in here, from here to here, because I put the teardrop on there. The teardrop, let me get down here. This teardrop on there is important though. I like a teardrop because that keeps it from slipping out of your hand. I've had a patent on this style of teardrop since I was about 7, but you know, it don't really matter. A lot of people probably using the same thing. No idea what plumb I'm taking. You know what I'm saying? But it's, I just thought I'd mention that I could build you a custom knife or a knife set even. And we'll talk about knife sets. Like if you wanted a kitchen set, kitchen cutting knives, send me a sheet of sheet metal steel, and I can make some chrome, you know, stainless steel knives for you if you want kitchen knives. Or if you can get carbon steel in the sheet metal, that would be good, but I've never seen it. But if you could, you can send me carbon steel. I'll make you a good set of steel. Evidently, they do have carbon steel somewhere, because my kitchen knives are made from carbon steel. Most kitchen knives are. But, you know, your steak knives, your butcher knives, your paring knives, used to come in a set back when I was a kid. My daddy bought them from a hardware store, usually, and they were cheap. I mean, the whole set might cost you more than $4 or $5. And there was good knives, and I've still got it. That's one I use a lot in my kitchen. Not very expensive. Another kind of knife that's real good in the kitchen that I found to be good, I ain't finished it yet, but is a ulu knife. As you can see, I've started a ulu knife here. I haven't had the time to finish working it out to shape it up like an ulu knife. And you put a handle on it in the center on these, and just imagine being able to chop in a wooden bowl, build a wooden bowl or a wooden box or something, put your vegetables in, and you just sit there and chop. You can't, I mean, you can cut up an onion just light and quick with one of these, or celery, or any type of vegetable that you want. Tomatoes, you just rip right through it. What this blade is, it's a deli saw blade. It was on one of my old deli saws that has went bad. You know, the motor went out on it, so I took the blade off. It don't fit nothing. So I made one for my cousin's, Melinda. She's got a ulu knife, and I've got this here that I'm gonna fix for myself when I'm done. But I would make those kind, and they're really good little knife. But like I say, if you wanted to send your steel to 610 Hamilton Street, Fort Oklahoma, for me to build you a knife for half price, I could do that. But all shipping and handling you would have to pay for, because I can't afford to pay for shipping and handling on your own on steel, you know, when you ship it to me. But or back, because it just wouldn't come out on half price. So anyway, just an idea. I would do it for half the price, because you furnish your own materials and steel and handles and stuff, wood for the handle. That's the reason I'd be willing to do it for half price. And you'd still get the same lifetime warranty on it, I'll give you that. But the only thing is, if your steel breaks, you just send me another lawnmower blade or another sheet of steel or whatever steel it was made out of. Send me some more, and I'd just redo the knife if it broke. But these knives shouldn't ever break, especially on carbon steel. Mine, I'll guarantee them for a lifetime. But because they will never break, you'd have to put a lot of prying on it to break it. I wonder what I did with my wrench. Here it is. I had a phone call, it's probably mom just rang.